everybody, it's HebbieDobby, and I'm reporting on VLCD. I don't know. You know, as I think I've re-recorded this several times because I feel this huge responsibility. Today will be, I will have 500 subscribers as of today if I don't already. And I just can't imagine standing in front of 500 of you, or even 200, or 20 of you, and sharing some of the stuff that I do on YouTube. And I just only hope and pray that whatever I say does not lead you down the wrong path, or, you know, influence you in a way that would be detrimental. So, you know, this vlog is difficult for me in a way because I have had, I've taken a fork in the road, if you will, and gone down the wrong direction, and I've had a gain of 3.5 pounds since Saturday, and I made a wrong choice and tried to rationalize my way out of it, saying, oh, well, you know, this is going to be a long round, and, you know, I probably should do a little mini load day and whatnot. But the root of the problem goes way back to when I was a teenager, and I knew this round was going to be more emotionally rooted than the first one. I think round one is often the honeymoon stage, and there's a sense of euphoria, as some of you have called it, and I agree. And then, you know, as you proceed on and your rounds get to be more and more, there's a lot of stuff you gotta deal with. So here I am dealing with it, and not dealing with it all that well. And honestly, I don't know that I have the tools to deal with the emotions that have popped up. You know, that's pretty much it. I want to explain a little bit more, so those of you who are interested, please, you know, stay with me. But you know, the report is I've gained 3.5 pounds, and now I have to deal with it, and I will do so. When I was a teenager, my mother was raising me. My mother had me when she was very, very young. She's a professional model, and she was always on a diet. And because I was not as successful as she was, and stubborn and determined to get the weight off, she would get frustrated with me, and so she would buy food, and she was always on the Atkins diet, and so she would buy food and put labels on it, and I wasn't allowed to eat any of the foods, like the eggs or the cheese or the lean meats or anything that were Atkins related. So quite honestly, I don't know what it was that was in the refrigerator that I was permitted to have, but it was never anything that I felt like I should have. So I would go to friends' houses, you know, and talk them into telling their mom that we were hungry or something, so that I could have something to eat. And often babysitting was just like my munch out time. I was, you know, told to help yourself to anything in the refrigerator, and I did. I would you know, graze off a little bit here and a little bit there, and eat a little bit of everything. And when Steve was over on Friday night, and I was at this house, not that the refrigerator had anything in it or there was anything bad that I could have had. This gal eats, you know, organically and very healthy foods, but very little foods because they eat out often. They just bring food in for their meals. The emotions were still there that I was in somebody else's home, was told I had free reign of the refrigerator, and so on and so forth. And so I told Steve I was struggling with wanting to just overindulge. And sure enough, that's what I did. The Saturday as I left, I ate some foods that I should not have and overindulged again. So I have gone through some self-loathing and hating myself, knowing that I've gone down the wrong way, trying to justify making it okay that this was just a mini load because I'm doing a very long round this time, and maybe I needed to do this, you know, to boost my metabolism a little bit, and, you know, not think, and so my body wouldn't think that, you know, just all the garbage that you think, you know, and tell yourself, when the fact of the matter is that I'm on HCG, and if you do eat the wrong things, you're going to gain weight, and you do it overnight. And so I'm angry. I'm angry with myself, and I'm embarrassed because today is going to mark, you know, my 500th subscription on YouTube. I think I've got one or two more, if they haven't already happened. You know, and that's 500 people that are going to get this vlog. Whether they choose to watch it or not, that's a different story. But I know a lot of you will and do, and I know because there may be a few, but most of you won't say, "Oh, Hebbie, I am so disappointed in you. Why did you do that? I looked up to you. I saw you as the strong person." Blah, 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 blah. I mean, I know that you're not going to say that. You're going to say, just jump right back in, get going, and that's what I'm doing. But, you know, I probably will have lost a week. And so for those of you who are looking at, you know, HCG, cheating is not an option on this. Not really. I mean, it's not like a diet where you can have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then jump back on and the scale doesn't move. The scale moves, and it rumbles as it goes up, and it just takes time to get it back in reverse. So you really have to rethink what you're putting your body through, you know. Some people can go through this and not cheat, you know. Are we all being honest with each other, you know, or with ourselves as we do our vlogs, and do, you know, did the scale go up because we did something that we shouldn't have, you know? Do you taste the meals as you cook them for your family, and do you do this, that, and the other? I mean, they say that those little moments of tasting and testing, you know, can cause a stall. Anyway, I think you can tell that I'm not over it yet. You know, I'm mad at myself, and I'm embarrassed. So I'm back on the trail. I'm back in the journey. I took a little rabbit trail, if you will, and I'm going to keep on going because I hear the view at the top is beautiful. I love you. Bye.